Father, thank you for your presence among us today as we celebrate new beginnings with the starting of our Kappa Delta Pi charter at Regent University. Bless our gathering with unity, hope, and vision. May your vision fill our lives as we seek to glorify your name through our studies and future careers as educators. Thank you for the loved ones who have continued to support us as we grow in strength and confidence in teaching. We ask that your Spirit would fill us as we minister to one another and to our communities. We pray all these things and more to the glory of your name. Amen. Amen.
Good evening. Welcome to the installation and initiation ceremony for our newly chartered chapter of Kappa Delta Pi International Honor Society in Education. Tonight's ceremony is a culmination of a shared vision, determination, and hard work by faculty and students toward a goal of having an honor society for eligible students enrolled in our teacher education and interdisciplinary studies programs. I'm Dr. Cheryl Gould, the department chair for the Teacher Education and Interdisciplinary Studies programs and in the College of Arts and Sciences. I am also a proud member of Kappa Delta Pi since 2013. Kappa Delta Pi International Honor Society in Education was founded in 1911 to foster excellence in education and promote fellowship among those dedicated to teaching. For over a century, the society has consistently grown, starting with a local chapter to become an international organization that it is today, with the Kappa Delta Pi members exceeding 1.2 million members internationally. Kappa Delta Pi members are leaders in the classroom and in the community. The society recognizes and celebrates the achievements of its members and chapters who strive to a high degree of professionalism, leadership, and growth in the field of education. Tonight, an installing officer will initiate charter members who demonstrate the high standards of the society and will install our new chapter at Regent University. Incoming members who are listed in the program but are not able to be here at the ceremony this evening will still have their name called, but will receive their certificate at a later date once they have been initiated as well. As a chapter, we believe Christian educators have a further responsibility to help students achieve their full purpose as whole individuals created in the image of God. We must recognize students' unique and miraculous intellectual capabilities that can be expanded and refined through education. Christian educators must be equipped to foster academic excellence, nurture character, and transform lives. We're fortunate to have some special guests with us this evening. When your name is called, will you please stand and be recognized? From our Dean's office, we have Dr. Robert Herron, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. He is going to, I'll tell you a little more later, but he has another engagement tonight, so he's all ready and dressed for the pep rally and ready to go. Dr. Kurt Kressick, who is the Dean of the School of Education. And representing the Kappa Delta Pi Society, we have Dr. Christina DeWitt. Dr. DeWitt is an associate professor at the School of Education at Liberty University, and she is our installing officer for our ceremony this evening. So we are very, very blessed to have her with us. So we have also, I want to recognize that we have one of our alum with us this evening who decided to help us out tonight and get set up, and she's in the back. If you all turn around and wave, this is Abigail May. Abigail is one of our 2015 graduates, and currently she is teaching in preschool and kindergarten. She said she loops with the kids, so she starts in preschool with them and then teaches them in kindergarten as well, and then she starts over with a new group, so that's really exciting. And she is working in Newport News, so thank you so much for being with us, Abigail. Are there any other Regent University faculty here this evening? We'd love to recognize you.
None that I know of, Dr. Gold.
None make sure we don't miss anybody. Each of these individuals makes significant contributions to our teacher education and IDS programs, and we sincerely appreciate your support. So thank you for being here. We also want to welcome friends and family who are gathered with us tonight to recognize these students. If you're a parent of one of these students, would you stand and let us recognize you? It does not go unnoticed by me that all the hard work that you've done raising a wonderful young person has been noticed and recognized. Are there any spouses of our incoming members with us this evening? At this time, I invite Dr. Robert Heron, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, to the stage to bring greetings.
Thank you so much, Dr. Gold. Please forgive my attire. I would normally have put on a tie for an occasion like this, but I had a previous engagement as the judge at the pep rally. Rather than turn down this real honor to greet you, I ask permission so that I come here at the last minute, speak first, then leave. I got to go back and make some important decisions. It's most spirited. So on behalf of our Chancellor, Dr. Pat Robertson, our Executive Vice President, Dr. Marino Leandro, I do welcome you to Regent University. One of the guests so you're from off campus. So we're very, very proud. The Lord has helped us found this undergraduate college. We're growing very, very fast. One of the fastest growing universities in the nation. Now, we're not the largest, obviously, but as a percentage of growth, we're one of the fastest growing. This is the 7th Christian university where I worked, and at 5 of the other 6 universities, there was a chapter of Kappa Delta Pi. And so this is the 6th school where I've had the privilege of reading the new members of the organization. Now, but this is the first time I've been at the very first inaugural orientation, induction, I don't know what word to use. But this is just an indication of the maturity that we're experiencing. I want you parents and you spouses and friends to understand where we are and how God is blessing us. I could go on, and I won't, about what makes us different than, say, the University of Virginia, the University of North Carolina. Well, obviously, the size, obviously, the wealth of the tax support and so forth. What makes us different, though, is we challenge our students. Our mission says that we challenge our students to cherish character, challenge culture, and serve the world. We put in the mail today our document that is called a self-study. We submitted to our accrediting association, Southern Association of Colleges and Schools, Commission on Colleges. We have to meet every standard that any large university that you could have sent your son or daughter to. We have to meet every one of those standards, just as high, just as precisely. When these young people graduate from our teacher preparation program, they have to pass this exact same test with the exact same scores at the largest, wealthiest university you could have sent them. I just want to emphasize to you that what we do is to challenge them to go beyond that. I read a passage out of Matthew just this morning where Jesus says, a good tree bears good fruit. That speaks to our character. Young people, we challenge you to cherish your character. Unlike a tree, you have some say over the fruit you produce. We also need our graduates, we expect our graduates to stand up and cherish, to challenge the culture. Who's going to speak in the halls of Congress? Who's going to go to Hollywood? Who's going to go into the classroom and stand up for right and wrong? A right and wrong that does not change from one culture to the next, from one century to the next, from one person to the next. The Apostle Paul said that when the Gentiles who have not the law do by nature what the law requires, it proves that the law is written on their hearts. You're going to be handling some very precious children in your classrooms. Right and wrong does not change. And it's going to be your job to teach them, to help teach them that right and that wrong. And then we ask you to go yet one step further, which is to serve the world. I don't know if we had a dean of college of arts and sciences from one of the land-grant universities here, if they would, I suppose they would quote their mission. And I'm sure it's noble and I'm sure it's fine. I'm just telling you, the main reason you're coming here should not be to make money. The main reason you should come here is to graduate with a degree with which skills you can go and serve the world. Desperately needs your service. So, I'm not going to go on and on. I feel the preacher in me rising up. But I congratulate you. From the bottom of my heart, I congratulate you. I'm so proud that we have students of your caliber here at our College of Arts and Sciences. You're going to make us look so good. And I just want you to know how much I appreciate it. Parents, spouses, family, thank you for coming here and witnessing this induction. I wish you the very best. God bless you.
So thank you, Dr. Heron. We appreciate all your continued support of our chapter, and we will excuse him as he goes to do his job with judging. And I'm just very proud that he graciously accepted our invitation to be here, even though he had already committed to pep rally. But I do want to say we had our event scheduled first. Let me just throw that in there. If you hear a little ruckus, it's probably that pep rally out there, so we'll just enjoy that. At this time, I want to invite Ronnie Riffle, our incoming treasurer. He's going to lead us in really just a song of faith that we want to share together. So in your program, you have the words to the hymn. So come on up, Ronnie. Right here.
So let's go ahead and stand together, please. We'll sing the first and the fourth verse. Be thou my vision, O Lord of my heart, not be all else to me, save that thou art. Thou my best thought, by day or by night, waking or sleeping, thy presence my light. And the fourth verse. O King of glory, my victory won, rule and reign in me till thy will be done. Heart of my own heart, whatever befall, still be my vision, O ruler of all. Thank you, and you may be seated.
Thank you, Ronnie. Ronnie's a member of the Regent University Singers and First Edition, and just before this meeting, he was telling me the difference in the two. So First Edition was the first group. That makes perfect sense. But he is, as I mentioned, our incoming treasurer, so we are very blessed to have such talent among our membership, and I look forward to seeing what other talents we have that we might utilize next year. Dr. Kirk Kressig served as the department chair of the Teacher Education and Interdisciplinary Studies Department for the past 5 years. In July of this year, Dr. Kressig was named as the Dean of the School of Education, which is our graduate school for education. He is a 21-year seasoned educational leader. He served as a principal, a teacher, a coach, as well as the department chair and now dean. He is known for innovation, curriculum development, teacher training and support, and improved student performance. He received his EDD from George Washington University in 2007 and his EDS there at the same institution in 2001. He earned a Bachelor's of Science and a Bachelor's of Art from Longwood College in 1990. The students from the Charter Planning Committee immediately agreed that they wanted Dr. Kresick to address our group this evening. It is with great pleasure that I welcome Dr. Kresick.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. This is an exciting time. In fact, before, when I got the invite, I thought about the time that Cheryl and I had conversations to start this honor society. And it was really her brainchild that came to fruition here, which is fantastic. I welcome all the students, the pre-service students, welcome. All the parents, family members, spouses, welcome. And this is going to be directed really to you pre-service teachers. So it's a lot of exciting stuff. I'd like to welcome also Dr. DeWitt, who incidentally is the Regional Counselor of the Year for Kappa Delta Pi. So congratulations on that. I'm honored to speak with you. And actually, when I was asked to do this, what came back to mind right away was when I was sitting in a very similar program where you are right now in a process, what's called a pre-service teacher. We're not teaching yet. We're in a program to become a teacher. But I want to talk to you about two things that good teachers need today that's in line, and I should say aligned, with the mission of KDP, which is to advance quality education by inspiring teachers like you to prepare all learners for future challenges. I want to talk about academic grit and spiritual grit, those two things. You've heard that word grit before, but I'm going to explain exactly what that means. So I bet most of you, I was thinking about this, most of you are ready to get out there and student teach right now, like what you think you're prepared. But there's a process that's in place now to give you a skill set to make you better. We have to practice pedagogy, we have to write the papers, we have to do the homework, go to class, do all those things that good students do. However, I know at times we find ourselves doing a lot of other things besides that. It's very hard to get started on some of those. You may want to grab that remote and binge on your favorite Netflix. You know, maybe it could be The Man in the High Castle, maybe it's Fearless, whatever. But we tend to do those things instead of doing what really counts. And this is going to test your academic grit when you go through a program. Many of you may have your dorm looking spotless, or if you have an apartment or your house or wherever you live right now, really clean and tidy because you find yourself doing all those little things all the time instead of tackling those tough things. So, psychologist Angela Duckworth has made grit the focus of years of study. Duckworth defines grit as the ability to persevere in pursuing future goals over a long period of time and not giving up. It's having stamina. It's sticking with your future day in and day out, not just for the week, not just for the month, but for the long haul, for years to come, and really working hard to make your future a reality. Grit is like living life like a marathon and not a sprint. The Bible speaks of grit, but the terms they use in the Bible are things like steadfastness and endurance. Steadfastness is the determination to remain at your post, come what may. And endurance is the determination to keep moving towards your desired goal despite external challenges and internal weaknesses. In fact, the Bible is replete with examples of grit. Noah building a ship over decades as he's waiting for the fulfillment of God's promise. Or Joseph, who languished in an Egyptian prison as he waited for the fulfillment of God's promise. Or how about Moses, leading the Israelites in the wilderness for 40 years as he's waiting for the fulfillment of God's promise. So when you feel like doing other things, instead of what you know you need to do as far as that paper, or preparing that lesson plan, or whatever it may be, think of your grit. You're already halfway there. Some of you are 3/4 of the way there, getting ready to student teach. You may be student teaching now. But the Lord has made a path for you. Your grit is finishing despite what obstacles may come, because you know the Lord has your back. And so does every faculty member and staff member in the College of Arts and Sciences and at Regent University. And by the way, Mom and Dad were right when they said